Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another 5th gen Pokemon Wi-Fi battle, and we got a battle versus TheMoovinMiltank, which is obviously one of the best battlers I've ever battled, and still is to this day, and I've had many battles, and I still have to say he's still one of the best. So this was a really great battle, possibly the best 5th gen battle I've ever had. It was seriously close. So anyway, I'm just going to switch out straight away and go into my Shuckle, as he's going to go for the fake out, and I pretty much knew the Shuckle could take it really well. So he's going to U-turn out now with Kajundo, and I'm just going to stay on with my Shuckle right here, and he's going to U-turn out into Jirachi as I go for the Toxic. So I really wanted to play safe, and I didn't really want to over-predict so early into the match, because yeah, a lot of things can go wrong by doing that anyway. So now that I see that he's a Calm Mind Jirachi, I know he's going to be special base, so I'm going to want to switch out. He's going to switch out into his Kajundo as I go into my Nape. So I was possibly thinking about Chansey, but I went into my Nape instead. I don't want to over predict, like I said, it's still early game, so I'm just going to go for the Flare Blitz, and that's going to take out the Kajundo. So now he's going to go into a Sazandora, and there's not really much that I can do to it. So I have to switch out and go into my Chansey to take the Draco Meteo, as he does really well. So he's going to switch out now and go into Hug Me, which is Rankarusu. Sorry, I don't know the English name for it just yet. So I'm going to get a T-Wave off on the Rankarusu, which is really good. And he's going to switch it out now and go into Terrakion, knowing that I'm not going to go for a second T-Wave. So I'm going to want to switch my Chansey out here because, well, I'm not going to want to stay in and fodder off my Chansey at full HP. So I'm going to go into my Shuckle, which is my defense wall. So he's going to Rock Polish, and I'm kind of sure that I might be able to live one Stone Edge. But no, it's going to take me out. It's not a crit. And so I'm going to send in Boris now, who has the ability Prankster, which means I'm going to be able to get off that priority T-Wave, which is really cool. So Terrakion's going to get the first turn Paralysis as well, which means that it's not going to be able to take me out with the Stone Edge, and I'm going to be able to take it out with the Thunder. I am running the wide lens on this, and yeah, I named it Boris because Boris is pretty hardcore. So he's going to go into Rankarusu, going to set up a Calm Mind right here, and I'm just going to give the Seismic Toss. And this battle does get a little bit stally at times, but I did cut most of that out. So I give the Seismic Toss again as he goes for the Focus Blast. And I'm pretty sure I can take a Focus Blast quite nicely, seeing as this is an Evolution Stone Chansey. But after seeing the damage, I'm going to want to switch out because I don't want to stall too much. And I'm going to go into my Latios right here, as he's going to predict the switch and go for the Calm Mind. So I'm actually going to go for the Calm Mind myself, because this is my original set on Felix. And it's Calm Mind, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, and Psychic, I do believe. I'm not really too sure on that one. So this is the reason why I carried Shadow Ball. I'm thinking about it, I could have gone for a Shadow Ball, but you know, at +2, Life Orb, I'm just going to go for the T-Bolt, because I'm pretty sure that's going to take it out. I think I'm Life Orbed anyway. So he's going to send in Sazandora. I can't really see from Vegas. And I'm going to go back into Chansey here, and he's going to go for the Dark Pulse, which is fine with me, because, you know, my Chansey can stall out that Sazandora all day long. So I'm going to go for Soft Boy, because I know he's got a switch, because I'm presuming he's Scarfed or Specs in some way. Just choice in some way or other. So he's going to go back out into Rankarusu right now, and I'm not really sure as to why, because he is a special attacker, and you know, Chansey is a special defensive. So I'm going to switch out now and go back into my Latios, and he's going to Calm Mind up here. And I'm just going to go straight for the Shadow Ball, just kind of scout how much damage it does. And it doesn't do that much. Now, if I'd have been a modest nature, I'd have been able to 2-hit KO it, but I'm not. Sadly, I'm a timid nature, because I kind of feel that speed is more important with the Latios. So, not really sure what's happening, because Vegas is being really stupid. Stupid Vegas. But, yeah, anyway, he goes for the Psychic because he really doesn't have any other moves. We were talking during the battle, and he said, you know, wish he carries Shadow Ball, but he doesn't. So he's going to switch out into Sazandora. Now, I should have just gone for the Dragon Claw anyway, so that was a really bad play. I ended up going for Shadow Ball, but, you know, I decided to leave my Latios in because I'm not sure if he's got rocks up or not, but, you know, Life Orb, and it's not really worth it. So I'm going to send in Chansey, and then I'm going to double switch straight into Mence, hoping he's not going to stay in. And that does kind of cost me my Mence right there. But I'm not really sure why, but he switches out, and he goes into Hug Me. And I think he's calling my bluff, because I then switch out as well and go into Chansey. So now I have to switch back out from Chansey, back into Mence. And he's just going to be able to get a free recover off, which really sucks. So I'm just going to go for the Earthquake, because I know he's got a Rachi lane in wait somewhere, and I thought he'd send it in to resist the Dragon type move. And I'm really wanting to go for Outrage at this point in time, but I can't. So he switches out his Rachi now, which is the reason why I didn't go for Outrage. And again, it's like mid to late game. I'm still not wanting to overpredict too much, so I'm going to go for the Earthquake. He is going to leave his Rachi in, and he's going to be able to take out my Mence with a Flash Cannon. and it really does kind of suck because, you know, Ments could have really helped me on later on. Could have helped me out later on, but unfortunately he's not going to get a chance to. So I'm going to go into Boris, and with the wide lens I'm going to miss my first Thunder, which sucks ass. But, you know, I'm going to pull out the second one, and what do you know, I missed the second one as well. So really bad hex going on at the moment. I'm not too bothered about it. But anyway, I hit the third one, which isn't too bad. I mean, 2 out of 3 is still kind of poor with the wide lens, but it doesn't KO the Rachi. And I have to kind of go for the Grass Knot here, and I'm just hoping to God it will kill, and it doesn't. Because I'm running Focus Blast, Thunder, T-Wave, and Grass Knot with the wide lens, and I didn't really want to take a chance on any of the other moves, seeing as I'm getting like royally buggered here. So I'm gonna go for the Grass Knot. It's not gonna kill. It doesn't matter anyway because I know he's just trying to fodder off his Rachi, and I can just send in and revenge kill anyway, so it's not really too much of a problem. So he's gonna go back into his Rankarusu now, and I'm gonna bring her in there. I'm gonna send out my Ape. And I'm just going to go straight for the Flare Blitz here. And again, another bad play. In that situation, I should have U-turned. It would have been super effective against Rankarusu. It would have been super effective against Azandora. So just generally a really bad play. And I couldn't risk losing my Ape at this point because I kind of needed him for later on. So here's just the massive Stall War. And I got to kind of play it smart. Because now I see the Calm Mind, I'm going to switch predicting him to either recover or set up a second Calm Mind, because I know he's going to need more than one to take out my Chansey. But he calls this, and he goes straight for the Psychic and takes out my Ape. So this right here was pretty much good game. So send out my Chansey. I'm hoping, you know, I can outstall it. Turns out Hex just isn't on my side this battle. And yeah, I'm going to skip a load of turns right here, right to the end, because this went on for about another 20 turns or so. And he is basically going to get the better of me and take me out with +3 or 4 Focus Blast. So that was a really good game, Miltank. Thanks for the battle, man. Please, guys, go and check him out. TheMoovinMiltank's absolutely phenomenal battler. Please comment, like if you haven't already done so. Subscribe for more narrated Pokemon Wi-Fi battles uploaded in high definition. And can we get 10 likes on this video? We'll see. Cheers, guys. Toosh!